Across the UK, online and on DAB.
A radio star is born.
You're going to love
Talk Radio. Talk Radio.
Thank you, George. Evening, this is Iain Lee. This is Talk Radio. It's Friday night. Anything goes. You can call in about absolutely anything you want. And after midnight, we'll take calls straight to air. 0344 499 1000. This is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Things will get brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Someday, yeah, put it together and we'll get it undone. Someday, when your head is much lighter. Someday, yeah, walk in the rays of a beautiful sun. Someday when the world is much brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Someday, yeah, we'll get it together and we'll get it undone. Someday when your head is much lighter. Someday, yeah, we'll walk in the rays of the beautiful sun. Someday when the world is much brighter. La 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 la. La 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 la. Someday when the world's much brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Right now.
Oh. Well, that stopped all of a sudden. I don't quite know what happened there. So, Mr. Ed.
Flipper.
That noise isn't... There we go. Lassie.
Digby.
Oh, Alvin Chipmunk.
Oh.
Mm.
Simon Chipmunk.
What's the lady called? Skippy.
Mm-hmm. Chip.
Did we have Mr. Ed?
I think that's how he started, didn't
it? Okay. Felix the cat.
Oh. Corky the cat.
Pepe Le Pew.
Oh. Thomas.
Okay. Jerry.
Mm-hmm. Well, Foghorn Leghorn.
Roger Rabbit.
Gentle Ben.
Does Nemo count?
I mean, that opens up a whole other thing.
It
if you want
does,
to go
doesn't
there,
it?
we'll
I
go
don't know
there.
if we want to go. No, we don't want to go
Well,
there.
we've already started because you did some cartoons before.
But not fish.
All right.
Okay.
They've got to have legs. This is the rule.
Oh, Petra.
George.
Shep.
Bonnie.
Another Shep.
Goldie.
That darn cat.
Woof.
You're good at this. Oh, Benji from Benji, Zack and the Alien Prince.
I'm not aware of that, but I'll take that on trust.
Yes. I'm not going to lie to you about this.
Garfield.
Oh, well then Bugs Bunny.
Odie.
Who?
Odie.
Who's Odie?
The dog from Garfield.
Okay. Oh, Snoopy.
Right. Dog Tanyan.
The rest of the Musker house. Who was the dog that he fancied was hot?
Yeah, that was Milady.
Was that what she was called?
She was a cat, wasn't she?
No, she was a hot dog.
That was the Queen, wasn't it, that you fancied? A hot dog.
No, it wasn't even the point. She was hot. I probably would have.
No.
Someone's in the paper today
I
for
know,
doing
she
that.
did. Filth.
Unbelievable. What a naughty, naughty lady. She did it to arouse her boyfriend. Imagine if you could only get it up, watching your girlfriend doing it with a dog.
Well, that's how Betty Boop was made, you know. She used to be a dog.
What was it called? I can't remember the name. Royston! Royston! What was it called? The Renton! Renton.
I don't know.
Do you not remember Renton?
No.
Renton! Do you not remember Renton?
No.
Oh, Renton. Go and Google it when I destroy you at this game.
Hartley Hare.
Mrs. Slocum's pussy.
Gromit. A.
No.
I can see what you're doing.
Cheetah.
What?
Cheetah. That was
The monkey from...
No. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, sure, why not?
What were you
I was
thinking
thinking cartoon Tarzan had a pet cheetah called Cheetah.
Did he? I thought Tarzan's
No,
monkey was called Cheetah.
cartoon Tarzan.
All right. Feel better.
Tweety Pie.
So we're not doing fish, but we can do birds. Is that right?
Neither fish nor fowl.
Well, that's a fowl.
I don't know what that phrase actually means.
Daffy Duck.
Mickey Mouse.
Daisy Duck.
Disney's verboten now.
Oh, says you.
Yeah.
You started it.
Well, I know, otherwise we could literally be here all night.
Do you give up?
No, God, no. No.
Because I wouldn't think any worse of you.
I've only just begun. Freeway.
What's that?
Freeway.
No.
Yeah.
What is it? What is it?
You don't know Freeway?
No.
It was murder. It was Heart to Heart's dog.
All right, fair enough. Clyde.
Who's Clyde?
Turn right, Clyde.
Okay, yeah, the monkey. The bear from BJ and the Bear.
Okay. Bungle.
No.
Why?
'Cause it's a bloke in a suit.
Shh.
Bungle Bear. And oh, Jeffrey, I'm Bungle Bear. Jeffrey, what is it? What are you doing to me, Jeffrey? What are you touching me, Jeffrey?
What?
I'm Bungle Bear. Oh, Jeffrey! Oh, Jeffrey, give it to me, Jeffrey! Give me. What are you doing to Zippy, Jeffrey?
What's Mike Spencer doing in there?
Oh, Jeffrey! What is going on, Jeffrey? Zippy, what are you doing? Oh, zip me up, Jeffrey! Zip me up! Jeffrey, what are you doing? Jeffrey, what are you zipping up for? Jeffrey!
Late Night Rainbow.
Why couldn't Zippy undo his own zip?
Hand was too big.
No, he had 3 fingers. That was in the 70s. That was acceptable to zip a child's mouth up.
I know. I remember a teacher putting sellotape on one of my mates' mouths.
No, it did. You don't.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
remember reading that in the
No, it
newspaper?
happened.
No, it didn't.
It happened.
It did not happen.
It happened.
Tell me the story.
Right. Kid was talking too much.
Yeah.
Unusually, not me.
Yep.
Kid got taped.
Kid got taped. Taped?
Yeah.
Actual taping?
Actual taped. And when they came off, bit of skin.
Yeah.
But that was just tough. No one told in those days because you knew your parents would make it worse.
The equivalent that we had, I remember, you know, the Parkers.
Yeah.
I remember a boy getting zipped up in a parka over his head. I remember
By
that.
a teacher?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I got trapped in my own dress once, but that was by another child.
What? How do you get trapped in clothing? If you've ever been trapped in clothing, 03444991000. Of course.
My mum made me this lovely, school dresses, right?
Yes.
You had to have the school material, but you could have whatever you wanted if your mum was clever enough and had a sewing machine,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I had this really lovely school dress, summer dress, with a really swishy circle skirt. Well, one of the older girls saw her chance to humiliate me by grabbing the skirt and putting it over my head like a bag and holding it shut.
Oh, wow. And then
So
swinging you around.
No, but everyone could see my knickers.
Tintin.
No, Snowy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was about to say Tintin had a dog. Don't interrupt me. Tintin had a dog. Its name was Snowy. Snowy is my going this round. And I know you've just looked on Twitter.
I haven't.
Close it.
No, it's telling me. You close yours.
Ready? On the count of 3.
Mine's
3,
closed.
2,
It's closed.
1.
It's closed.
Okay, well, I don't need to close
Yeah,
mine
you
then.
do. Shut it.
If yours is closed...
Shut it.
Then I don't need to
Shut
close
it, or I'm not playing.
Okay, closed.
It's not closed, though. You're having a look.
Closed.
Barber the elephant.
Hong Kong Phooey.
Batfink.
So we're not... Are we doing birds? Are we playing...
Well, you have, so you might as well carry on.
Watu Watu. Watu Watu, Superbird.
Okay.
It's a thing.
Droopy.
Deputy Dog.
Oh, Huckleberry Hound.
All
right.
I say, Foghorn.
Already been done.
No.
I win.
No.
I win.
No, because I'm saying Foghorn Leghorn had a friend.
Called?
Well, I'm trying to remember. You've totally put me off now by interrupting. I was in the flow.
You are a terrible cheat.
Trixie.
Dixie.
Yeah, fair play. Okay, new rule. Super rule. Introducing the super rule. They can't be cartoon.
Okay.
Littlest Hobo.
Oh, Sandy.
Who's Sandy?
Annie's dog.
Okay, yep. Sheba.
Who's Sheba?
From the cat food.
Oh, no, come on.
There's a cat called Sheba. There's a cat called...
Well, then, if you're having that, I'm having Mr. Dog.
Okay, what?
Yeah.
Okay. You haven't got any pets, have you?
No.
So technically, I win.
I used to have pets. They've died.
Well,
Does that mean that I'm somehow less of a person?
Have been very unlucky with rabbits. We lost 2. I mean 1. Shh! Don't tell the kids. All the stick insects had died after about 2 years, and then I found one crawling up the stairs, and I couldn't crush
Survivor.
it. Couldn't crush it between my fingers. It was a baby one, so that's another 9 months. Cat's still going, coming up to 18, be 18 next March. The dog, unfortunately, is still alive.
Yeah. You're still in for time. Give me a name.
Okay.
Stop it.
Oh.
Got one.
No, I've got one. George the cat who lives at number 10.
Number 10 what?
Downing Street, you
All right.
prune.
I thought it was some neighbour of yours.
No.
Razzle.
Who's Razzle?
Johnny Briggs' dog.
Yeah, give you that. Fair play.
That's a really good one.
That's a great one. That is actually a great one. Little Willie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you're having that, I'm having Willard.
Yep, of course.
There's an obvious one now.
You don't get as many pets in soap operas as you do in real life. And you never see like Jack Duckworth treading in a dog turd.
Oh, no, because he's dead now.
Well, or Mike Barlow. You just never see them walking down corridor, or you never see someone in the background bending down to pick up a dog. I mean, when I was a kid,
you never see him coming out the toilet.
Well, yeah, but when I was a kid, dogs were literally everywhere. Everywhere was covered
walking themselves.
Was covered in feces. There was poo everywhere. Yeah. I've now started when I take the dog for a walk. If there's no one around, and it's like long grass.
Oh.
I just pretend.
You make me sick.
Well, I don't want to carry a shit in a bag.
Well, you are carrying shit in a bag. It's called your dog.
Yeah, and
when it extricates it, you should be picking it up.
I don't think so. I think that's a really stupid law that you have to pick it up. The law should be, if it's like on a pavement. I was about to say if it was on a pavement, I would, but I didn't the other day. The law should be, if there's someone around, you should pick it up, and if there's not, just it's nature. It's nature. It's do you know what the whole picking up of the dog poo is? And I'm hoping this will change after Brexit and Trump. Now that people are taking over from the elite, it's political correctness gone mad. That's what it is. Oh, you'll pick up poo after you. Well, what? So take it to its logical conclusion, right?
You'll be curling one out in the street and everything's fine. That's the logical conclusion.
No, the logical conclusion is next time I do a poo in my toilet, I've got to pick it out and put it in the bin. I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry, David Cameron. I'm sorry, Clintons. I'm sorry, Obama. I'm not doing that. That's why I voted Brexit. That's why I voted Trump. And that's why I'm going to vote Le Pen.
What?
0344 499 1000.
Uncut after-hours conversation for the up all-night generation. Late night Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
A lot of people pretending to be angry because it's going to cost something like £350 million to do up Buckingham Palace. I don't have a problem with that. I think that is a valid investment. It's future-proofing it and it's making it safe. Loads of grasses on radio today talking about how they used to work in Buckingham Palace and how it's a little bit tatty inside. I don't have a problem with them spending that much money. I think it's an investment. I'm lucky enough, I'm fortunate enough to drive past Buckingham Palace sometimes. If traffic's a bit funny, a bit wonky, I go a different route to and from work, and I get to drive past Buckingham Palace. It's a stupendous building, and everyone's going, well, the royal family, they don't all live there. It's only the Queen and Philip that are there, and it's their offices.
And they don't really live there, do they? They've got little shabby apartments, decked out 1960s style.
Yeah, and
looks like the Crossroads Motel.
And the thing is, right, I don't have a very strong argument for why I think it's acceptable that much money is spent on it. I don't, okay, what about kids with cancer? Okay, what about libraries? Well, so I don't have a particularly strong argument. My argument is flawed, but I don't think you can compare closing down libraries with spending that much money on Buckingham Palace, really. They're two separate issues. And I think, what is it?
Could the Queen put a few quid towards it?
She is, I think.
Well,
she is. It's only a week's worth of money that we would pay to the European Union, if you believe that tosh written on the side of a bus. So it's only a week's worth of money. So that's got to be a sound investment. Everyone's getting all upset about it. And you know me, guys. I'm a liberal lefty. I'm a snowflake. And I guess politically I shouldn't really dig the royal family, but I do quite dig the royal family. I walked past one of the Queen's granddaughters one of the Queen's granddaughters held a door open for me the other day. Beat that.
Gosh.
Beat that.
She must have known who you were.
Oh, speaking of that, have you ever seen a famous Willie? You ever seen one, Kath? Do you want to see one?
I've seen Michelangelo's Davids. Is that count?
No. I'm talking like an actual 0344 499 1000. By the way, I'm talking about an actual famous penis, a phenis.
In real life or on the telly?
In real life, have you seen a phenis?
Not that I can remember.
I can think of 3 penises I've seen.
Right.
Davy Jones of the Monkees. He was performing at a tiny little hotel. In Devon somewhere. It was for a select audience of about 150 people. And then during the interval, I went to the toilet, and there was Davy Jones having a waz, right? And it was a urinal. So it was Davy, empty urinal, another man, right? And so I, of course, went into the cubicle, because that's what we do. And then I thought to myself...
Then you would think you're having a...
No. You never go and stand next to someone.
Oh, don't you?
No, never. But then I thought, I'm never going to have another chance to have a wee next to one of the Monkees, one of my favourite all-time groups. So I then, and this is weird, I then came out of the cubicle and I went to that urinal.
Well, then you definitely think you'd been having a...
Yeah. And then we just made small talk. Just talked about stuff. And
What,
then and
while
then
weeing?
Yep.
Gosh.
Well, I couldn't wee, you see, because I got stage fright. So I didn't. So I've seen his penis.
And he's seen yours?
Yep.
Gosh.
Second penis. We mentioned his bum crack yesterday. Well, I've seen his front as well. It's Dermot Murnaghan. And he wasn't wearing a poppy. And, and I can tell you now, when I saw him, he wasn't standing proud. Third penis.
Gosh.
Is another user of the gym. Oh, I've got a fourth one. Simon Pegg.
You've seen Simon's Peg.
Another penis. And let's just say there's no mystery about this, Jimmy. Jimmy Mystery. Seen his penis. Isn't that something? So tonight, dear listener, this story is apropos something.
Go on.
Eddie Redmayne says, I have seen Wills's Willie.
Right.
Hollywood star Eddie Redmayne has confessed to seeing his old school pal, Prince William, naked. The Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, make your own jokes. Actor, 34, caught sight of Willie's Willie when they boarded together at posh public school Eton.
Sorry?
I was saying something libelous, so it's probably best that I don't open my mouth. Well, he also admitted boozing with the Royal Air Ambulance pilot, second in line to the throne. The future King of England has a penis and drinks booze. Eddie twice replied yes when asked on US TV whether he had seen the future King's privates and if they had got drunk together. And the Oscar winner told show host Andy Cohen that the Prince, also 34, Is he only 34? He looks older than me. But then I remember them when they were born. I remember the boys when they were born, and then they had that picture. They did like a photo shoot, didn't they, on a little mound under a tree, and they were wearing sort of mauve silk shirts. You remember that? They look absolute prunes. The Prince, also 34, got special attention during rugby matches with other schools. Eddie said, "It was great for us. All the people from the other schools would want to tackle him because they could go home and tell their families they tackled Prince William." So, tonight, dear listener, 0344 499 1000, have you ever sent a famous person flying, knocked them down to the floor, or have you ever seen a famous penis, a phenis? And we will rank them in order of size of celebrity stature. I think that's probably the fairest way of doing it. I don't want any sordid. I don't want. You don't
want kiss and tells.
Hey, I tell you who I'm thinking of asking. Well, I'm not thinking. I've got to check, make sure she's alive. Pamela Des Barres, the famous groupie. Was
she one of the
Plastercasters?
Yeah.
I think she might have been. She wrote a book called "I'm With the Band." And in the 60s and 70s, being a groupie was kind of like a career choice. There were women in different towns that would make it, their mission to become the girlfriends of pop stars and rock stars as they went into that town, as they entered that town. And Pamela, can you Google Pamela Des Barres, Barres? Let's see if she's still alive. I think she is. And if she is, we'll get her on the show.
Yes, she's 68.
Oh, one more year to go.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we'll get...
Here we go. She's got her own, PamelaDesBars.net.
Do you want to send her an email?
Contact.
Do you want to send her an email?
Doing it.
Tell her I'm a big fan of the book. I think it's called I'm With the Band. And I'm a big fan of all the men that she slept with. I don't say that, but that's actually true.
I know what to say to her.
Thank you. Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. 0344. We will take some calls in a minute. Sorry, I can see people lining up. I'm just enjoying chatting. 0344 499 1000 is the phone number. I'm Iain Lee. This is Talk Radio.
Late night Iain Lee. Unfiltered night talk with the original king of unconventional conversation on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Scott has tweeted. He's got the tone exactly right tonight. I had a wee next to Bobby Gillespie. Saw it. Bosh. If you've ever seen a famous penis, a phenis, 0344 499 1000. If you've ever, for whatever reason, knocked a celebrity to the ground, excellent. You can also call in. You know this, guys, but we get more and more new listeners every night. You can also call in about absolutely anything you want. You know, tonight's show is going to be real loose, like a long-necked goose. Oh, baby, that's what I like. And we're just going to sit here and chat, and you're welcome to chip in at any point with any parts of the conversation. Or if you want to start your own conversation, you can. The only rules we've got, and I quite like this rule, actually. The more I was thinking about this today, I thought this is quite a nice rule. You can't call in about Brexit, and you can't call in about Trump, unless you can say something that hasn't been said in all the hours of tedious phone-in so far. Okay? And it's harder than you think. We had a gentleman called Barry calling in the other night who thought he had something unique to say about Trump. He didn't. He didn't at all. It was something that a lot of people had said, apart from his silly pun. Well, it wasn't pun, wordplay. So you can't call in about Trump. You can't call in about Brexit unless you have something completely new and original to say. How's about them apples? The telephone number, 0344 499 1000. We changed it about 2 or 3 weeks ago. It's cheaper than it was. It may even be free. And you know what? We call you back. It's as simple as that. I made a little pact with myself this week, dear listener, to try and only post positive things. That's not quite correct. I made a pact with myself to stop posting, that's better, to stop posting negative things on Twitter this week. And we're coming to the end of the week. I said I'd do it up until the end of this show. And it's gone all right. I really wanted to be rude about that Sainsbury's advert that was on again tonight, except they goggleboxed it. In the middle of Gogglebox, which is a programme we watch, but I do not understand it. I just do not get what's fun about it at all. I think it's tedious. But during that, they showed the advert and then had the Gogglebox people watching it. And then the Gogglebox people, you were saying, Catherine, I left.
Yeah, you would have been furious.
As soon as I realised what was going on, I went. But they turned the Gogglebox people into the advert.
Yeah.
I left. I thought, I'm not watching this.
There would have been some strong swears if you'd still been there.
And I really wanted to tweet, and I didn't. I sent a slightly jaded tweet, which was perhaps a little bit mean. But I tell you what, the good thing is, because it's my natural instinct is to post something mean on Twitter.
Yeah, you're a bit of a grumple person.
Yeah, very much so. I've not been on Twitter much at all this week. I've been on Twitter significantly less than previous weeks, and it's been wonderful.
How are you feeling? You feeling positive? And
I feel, well, I've enjoyed not having so much negativity in my life. And if people have been rude to me, block them straight away. Uh-huh. And if people have kind of just sent me a little bit of negativity, or maybe they sent me a slightly harsh criticism that was fair, but I didn't want to hear it, I muted them. And being a little bit bolder with the blocking and the muting, as well as only posting, as well as not posting, because I haven't been posting completely positive things, as well as not posting such negative things, has made for me the Twitter experience a lot better.
Good.
This week. A lot more enjoyable. So
next week?
I think I'm going to keep it up. We've said that this show is meant to be, look at us, we've got phone calls waiting, and whereas the other shows haven't got any, we've got waiting, and I'm just enjoying talking, so you have to wait a little bit longer, dear caller, I'm afraid. This show is meant to, and I just did it there, I was a bit snarky, this show is meant to be, we're trying to make it celebratory, and it's really hard to do that in a world where the people who shout the loudest, scariest things, and I can, think of people on this station as well as others, the people that shout the loudest, scariest, nastiest things get the biggest audience. To try and create a show where that is not the raison d'etre is, it's hard. And this week I have slipped a little bit, I think. I mean, we're doing it about the advert, and I've just been snarky about other shows, by saying they don't get calls. So it's a constant battle I'm having to not be mean on this show. Some things I think deserve perhaps a little bit of meanness, but it's a bit harder to try and be more positive, in my broadcasting, and I kind of count my Twitter as my broadcasting as well, to a certain extent, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
It does.
And I've noticed that people around me on Twitter, I've been involved in more positive conversations with people. And I've just had to find another outlet for that negativity, or I can just let it go. I don't need to keep pumping. I'll go back to Twitter specifically. I don't need to keep pumping negativity, because it is a bloody horrible place on there. And I think I know my experience of Twitter is certainly different to most other people listening to this show, because I used to be on the telly, and because I've got 50,000 followers. So I am going to be seen as a target by some people, as someone that is open for attack.
Well, also, law of averages suggests that for all the people who are entertained by the things you say, there'll be a couple who will decide to wade in, and they're the ones that you notice.
Yeah. So, all in all, I think it's been a positive experience. And I'm going to make a commitment to do it for another week.
All right.
I'm going to do it for another week. to see how we get on. I promise we'll take some calls in a bit. 0344 499 1000. This is Talk Radio.
Late night Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
0344 499 1000. I think you've waited long enough. Let's take some calls. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening, Ian. How you doing?
I'm all right, thank you, boss. What you got for us?
Yeah.
What?
You were saying about when famous people bump into you?
Yeah. That's 4 years.
Well, that's a lot of years.
That is a lot of years. Yeah.
Hey, baby, how's it going?
Georgie Fame only had... Let's count the number of years, right? So, can we name... Right, Georgie Fame had 2 years. Yeah.
Okay.
The Beatles had She Loves You. Yeah.
Are we counting choruses on that one, or just a one-off?
Just the one-off bit. She loves you.
Okay.
Yeah. Georgie Fame had 2 years. Can you think of anybody that had either 1 year or 4 years?
Oh, wow. You put me on the spot for this one.
I know. It's a good question. See if we can get to 10 with years. We won't, but someone must have had a song with one...
oh, God. Let's have a think.
Yeah. Yeah. Did Billy Idol do a yeah? Yeah.
Rebel, yeah?
What? That's Rebel Yell, you prune.
Okay, all right. You put me on the spot.
You started it.
Talk about people bumping into people.
You started it with your 4 years.
Go on, blimey.
Yeah. There's got to be a song
Right.
where they just go, Cass, can you think of a song? Can you turn Cass' mic on, please? Can you think of a song that just goes, yeah? Yeah.
I'm thinking.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, go on.
Nirvana Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Go on.
Do. Yeah!
Yeah, I'll have that. Nirvana. All right. We need
I'm lower down on the gutter scale there. I'm trying to think of Britney Spears. She must have said yeah somewhere in one of them.
She said.
Oh, baby, how was it? Hit me, baby.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, we got 1 year, which is Nirvana. Georgie Fame with 2. The Beatles with 3. There must be a song that's got 4 years in it. There must be. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, the Beatles again. Yeah.
I can't take it.
Hang on a minute. Yeah, I'm right, aren't I? I've got to check now.
She loves you,
Hang on.
yeah. That's 5.
No. The end of She Loves You by the Beatles.
5.
Well, let's have a listen. Hang on a minute.
Cinco.
Hang on a minute. Let's just get to the end of it. Hang on. Here we go. Oh, we just missed it. We just missed the end of the Beatles concert. Hang on. Let's try again. Here we go. Right, have a listen. Here we go. Oh. Why is it not playing? Is my fader up?
You've broken it.
Here we go. Here's the 3. Well,
Here we go.
4. Well, do you know what? So we've got the Beatles.
What's that?
That's 4. We've also got the Beatles with 7.
Blimey, they were on a bit of a roll there.
Here we go.
weren't they?
Listen. 7. Hang on. With a love like that. Here we go. Oh, there's more. No, it's not. That doesn't count.
No, they're not doing it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Flipping heck. So we've got the Beatles.
Is that inspirational brilliance, or they got bored?
It was working for him.
Paul McCartney tells a very funny story, and you do wonder sometimes if Paul McCartney's stories are apocryphal or not, but he does a brilliant story about how him and John Lennon wrote She Loves You up in his bedroom, and they came downstairs and they played it to Paul McCartney's dad, and he said, well, you know, guys, that's a great song, but why have you got to be so American? Why can't it be yes, yes, yes? So let's just... Hang on a second. Paul, hang on a second. Let's just put this out, because we have a gaping hole. We have... Nirvana with
you
1
see?
year. We have Georgie Fame with 2 years. We have the Beatles with 3 years. We have the Beatles with 4 years. And we have the Beatles with 7 years. Can we get 5 and 6 years in a song? Anyway, Paul, what you called in for?
You were talking about bumping into the celebrities.
Yes.
I had it the other way round. I had a celebrity bump into my ex-wife, and he bought us a round of drinks because he knocked it all over her.
Hey, well, it's technically it's not what we're talking about, but anyone can call in about anything. What was the name of your ex-wife?
Mandy.
And who was it that bumped into her?
Lamal from Kajagoogoo.
So we were asking for celebrities, Paul. No, I'm joking, of course. They don't come much bigger than Lamal. What happened?
The disco award ceremonies up at the Hippodrome in London.
Yeah.
And he just bumped into us, knocked a drink all over her, and he bought us all a round of drinks.
Oh, fantastic. Well, what a nice man, Paul.
What's the whatty?
Yeah, what's the whatty? We've got another Paul. Yes, Paul?
Hello, Ian, it's Liza, Wilson's mummy.
Why does it say Paul on my screen?
Because Paul phoned you, but he's driving.
Oh, blimey. What you got for us, Liza?
Well, we've got a song with 12 years.
Oh, jeez, this is... go on, who's got 12 years?
Usher.
Usher, what song...
yeah.
Hang on a minute. What song has got...
Yeah.
12...
Yeah.
What's it... Hang on a minute. What's it called?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what's it called?
It is called Yeah.
Yeah. But what's it called?
It's
Oh,
called
the song
Yeah.
is called Yeah. How
Yeah.
far into this ridiculous song do I have to get...
All the way through it.
Peace up.
It's all right at the beginning.
One. Hang on. Hang on a minute. There's a lot of years. Hang on. I've got to count. Everyone focus. Here we go.
There's a lot of years.
A-Town.
Well, they don't count. All right, we're going from there. Okay, let me just count from there.
It's too
to
many
there.
years.
No, it's not. Because
Too many.
I'm struggling to tell what is them actually saying yeah and what is reverb. Reverb years don't count.
You're not counting echoes.
No. It's got to be pure. Yeah, let's just start again.
Pure years.
So he does a couple of years, then they say something. So that resets the year-ometer. So ignore the first few. Here we go. Right, focus. Here we go. Focus.
Peace up. A-Town.
Doesn't count. Here we go. Three. No. Now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I counted 9 real years, and there's a lot of echoes.
Well, 9's good.
9 is one more time. Oh, God. Let's one more time. Let's just count again. Let's try. Well, I counted 13 there.
I had 12.
The only problem is now that's stuck in my head.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, let's say 12 because I counted. Let's say 12. The phones have
12?
gone absolutely nuts for the yeah game.
It's good. I'm enjoying it.
Liza, thank you very much indeed.
You couldn't get a more positive game.
Right, we've got someone else saying, Gary.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got to answer with yeah. Right,
Okay.
that's the. Right.
Yeah.
You've got another song with 12 years.
Britney Spears, Oops, I Did It Again, right at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got it, and then the refrain. Yeah.
I knew Britney had done something. Oops. Hang on a minute. Britney.
This is game breaking game.
This is it. Here we go.
This is the whole show.
Earth to Mars lander report status, please.
I don't want the accent.
Oh, it's the one with the yeah.
She's on Mars.
What the?
Cute. What is it?
Oh, it's cute, all right. It couldn't be.
It's Britney in plastic.
Mars lander, what's happening up there?
Not that I remember.
Of course you remember.
Here we go.
Shush.
One.
No.
Yeah. That's 6.
No, 5.
No, keep going.
Yeah. That's 6. But then she's just spoke. Then she's just made another noise, so that resets the yeah.
No, she doesn't make another noise. But she says
she just made a noise. Listen, she goes. Oh. She does it. Oh, that resets.
That's her.
That resets the because she's miming. Hang on, right.
Okay, then I've got 6.
Oh, that's her. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. That's 6. So she does a sex noise. Oh. I'll give you 6, Gary.
Thank you very much. Also, can you include anything by the band? Yes.
Do they say yeah?
I don't know.
There we go. Okay, so all right, this is really taking off here. We should have kept this. If I'd known this was going to sail, I'd have had this on New Year's Eve. We might do this again on New Year's Eve. Carl!
Hello, 14.
Wow. It's a proud boast.
Go on.
All right, I've only done it in my head. I haven't actually listened to the song, but I reckon it's 14.
Go on, what's the song?
Lithium, Nirvana.
Lithium. Whereabouts in the song does it come, roughly?
Yeah.
Hang on, Kath, I can't hear what you're saying.
I think it's after the first or second verse, there's like a chorus, and yeah.
Okay, let's have a little. Okay, let's go. Oh yeah, I know. All right. Okay. Kath, you count, because I'm struggling to count.
In our days till I found God.
Right, I'm going to stop you there because you've counted 2 years for 1.
No, they go, yeah.
No. The first one, he goes, yeah. You counted that's 2.
No, he don't.
No chance.
You don't.
It does.
My candles in our days till I found God.
1.
Right.
Whoa!
I count that as 2.
That is 1. He goes, yeah!
12 then.
Hang on. 1.
That's
3.
3. Yeah, okay.
4. 5. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11.
Oh, 11.
12.
12?
12 years!
I concur.
And I'm going with that over Usher. So Nirvana, because I wasn't sure about Usher. The jury is undecided. Flipping it, the phones have gone nuts for this. 0344 499 1000. Let's try and create a top 20 of songs with yes.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
We are Talk.
Talk Radio. Give it some lip.
Talk Radio.
So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 12 and 14. Can you fill the gaps between 1 and 20 of songs with yes? I'm Iain Lee. This is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Every evening, when all my dish work is through, I cook my baby, and let's go watch her with you. I met some movies, but she don't seem to dig that, and then she asked me, why don't I come to her flat and have some supper, and let the evening pass by, taking records, besides a groovy high five. I say, yeah, and that's what I say yeah. My baby loves me, she gets me feeling so fine, she loves me, she makes me know that she's mine, and when she kisses, I feel the fire get hot, she never misses, she gives it all that she's got, and when she asks me if everything is okay, I got my answer, the only thing I can say, I say yeah, that's what I say yeah. We'll play a melody and turn the lights down low so the knock and see, we gotta do that, we gotta do that, we gotta do that, we gotta do that, and never knew such a thrill. It's hard to tell you because I'm trembling still. But pretty baby, I want you all for my own. I'm ready to leave those others alone. No need to ask me if everything is okay. I got my answer. The only thing I can say, I say yeah, yeah. That's what I say. I say yeah, yeah. That's what I say. Yeah, yeah. And turn the lights down low so the knock and see. We gotta do that, we gotta do that, yeah, yeah. We gotta do that, we gotta do that. And there'll be no one else alive in all the world except you and me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Pretty baby, I never knew such a thrill.
Hang on a second, what did I just hear there? Hang on.
A lot,
the lights down low so the knock and see. We gotta do that, we gotta do that, yeah, yeah. We gotta do that. Alive in all the world except you and me. Yeah, 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 yeah.
10 years! Georgie Frey!
Because I'm trembling still. But pretty baby, I want you all for my own. I think I'm ready to leave those others alone. No need to ask me if everything is okay. I got my answer. The only thing I can say, I say yeah, yeah. That's what I say. I say yeah, yeah. That's what I say. I say yeah, yeah. That's what I say. I say yeah, yeah.
Georgie Fame, the gift. I'm glad we listened to that. Who would have known that in what we thought was a very low-scoring 2-year hit wonder, he smuggled 10 years in there, completely under cover of darkness. Georgie Fame. This is how it stands so far.
Oh.
Appropriate, that'll do. And by the way, this is the opposite of the charts, where the highest numbers are better placed. So, number one with 1, yeah, it's Nirvana. What song was that?
Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Yeah, the Teen Spirit song. OK. At number 2 with 2 years, it's Georgie Fame with Yeah, Yeah. At number 3, it's the Beatles with She Loves You. At number 4, it's the Beatles with She Loves You. We have no number 5. At number 6, it's Britney Spears, the one where she's a space slut. What? Isn't she? Isn't that not the character she's playing? At number 7, it's the Beatles with She Loves You. At 8 and 9, empty so far. At 10, we have Georgie Fame with Yeah, Yeah. We have no 11. The only numbers we have now are Nirvana at 12. Usher was ruled unintelligible. And did we have one with 14? I've written down the number 14, but not written down the
Who was that? That did a 14.
Who did a 14? Anyone?
Oh, that was Nirvana again, wasn't it?
That was Nirvana, and we didn't count it.
It was Lithium.
We didn't count it. Flippin' heck! Look at the switchboard. All right, let's go to Rashid. Yes, Rashid.
You said Usher was unintelligible.
We couldn't work out how many were yeahs and how many were reverbs.
I've never been upset with you guys, yeah, but now I'm upset because you guys are anti-hip-hop mother crushers.
No, we cannot. No.
Yeah?
We are, in this very serious game, we are anti-reverb. We were unable to tell how many were yeahs that were actually said by the artist and how many were reverberations
I've got a good mind to get Chuck D, Public Enemy, the S1Ws down there.
Well, you do that, and I'll get my friends NWA to whop your ass. What have you got for us, Rashid?
Well, I was going to say, Usher, yeah.
Well, we've got one for that. No. Let's go to Ray. Ray, I believe you have 5 years for us.
Yes, Telephone Line by ELO.
Sing it, please. Sing the bit, please.
I'll just play it for you. Here you go. There's 5 of one.
The quality of the line was very poor. I'm going to take your word for it, though, Ray. Thank you very much indeed. ELO. It really is the top 7, apart from Nirvana, it's the old guard. It's the old guard. Yeah, it's a very old-fashioned word. We've got Fame, Beatles, ELO, Britney, Beatles. So it's the old guard. Thank you for that, Ray. Excellent work. Let's go to Lee. Good evening, Lee.
Good evening, boss.
What have you got for us?
Smashing Pumpkins, French movie theme.
Okay, how many years has that got?
I can't actually count them, but there's loads.
Well, you're going to have to... Well, no, you're going to have to come back when you've counted them, Lee.
No.
Thank you very much indeed. We can't be expected to do all the work here, guys. We're very, very busy.
Throw us a bone, Lee. Throw us a bone.
Sorry? Let's go to Sam. Yes, Sam?
Hello, you're right.
Sam, we haven't got time. We have got no time for dilly-dallying on the way. This is we have to get this wrapped up by midnight, otherwise all hell's going to break loose. How many years have you got for us?
I have over 168, and it's the Yeah Yeah song by the Flaming Lips.
Can you sing a bit for us, please?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. I'm not going to do the backing vocals.
Okay, it's 100, you're saying 168?
More than that.
Well,
I haven't counted the last.
You're going to have to... Well, Sam, again, I'm really sorry, and I don't want to sound mean, but people have put in the effort to count the Nirvana years and the ELO years. Well, if you want to be part of this, you've got to put the work in. And don't forget, the song that has the most years will be the winner. So if you want to have the winning song... You've got to put the work in, guys. You've got to put the work in.
Get counting.
Patrick!
Yes, hello.
Hello, Patrick?
Yeah, I'm here.
Are you there?
Yes.
We're here?
So am I.
No, you're not. You're there.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. Hello?
Hello, Patrick?
Yes?
Yeah?
Yes?
Yes, we'll come back to Patrick in a second. Let's go to Alan. Yes, Alan.
Hello there, Ian. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, Alan. I don't think some people are taking this as seriously as they ought. What have you got for us?
It's absolutely ridiculous. It's a very serious competition.
Isn't it just?
I've got a risky 33 for you, Ian.
Oh, I like your style. I like your style. It's like Countdown Conundrum for years.
But he's precise,
exactly
33.
what it is, yeah.
He's counted.
Well, what's the song, Patrick?
Have you gone back to Patrick now, or is it
no, excuse me, I do apologise, Alan. I was looking at a different part of the screen. My bad. That shows just how tense this is. If a seasoned professional broadcaster like me is muffing up, boy oh boy, things are getting tense. What's the song, Alan?
Building it up, my risky 33 is the Pogues, Yeah, 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 Yeah.
Now,
and if you listen to it...
Yeah?
You'll find there's 33 there.
Now, is this a clean song? Can I play this song?
You can indeed, yes.
Okay, we're going to ask Booker T and the MGs to just back away from the microphones, put the instruments down. We're going to go to the Pogues. You're saying 33. If it's not 33, Alan, you will be banned from listening to the show for the rest of November.
Oh, dear.
Are you prepared? Are you prepared to take this punt?
I'm always prepared to take a punt, Ian.
There we go. Let's go for it. Okay, here we go.
And tonight we start our show with the Pogues!
You won.
Well, I got one. Hang on a minute. So I start counting there, do I?
So there's a sneaky little one at the end of the verse there.
Right.
And then it goes into a chorus of a risky 32.
Okay. Well, let's everyone just stay calm.
You were burning, I was cold as ice. And baby, now I realize. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
OK, we've got to do that again. There's a lot of years in there.
There's a lot.
There's a lot of years in there.
I counted 31, but I'm probably wrong.
I missed out quite a few. I got stuck on 20.
His diction isn't the best, is it?
No. Well, that's what alcohol will do. That's why.
So what I've got is each line is 8.
Yeah.
So 4 8 is 32. Plus the sneaky little one on the end of the first verse.
Okay.
It's 33.
All right. I'm not. We're all right. We're not in science class now. We're not doing.
Vorderman.
It's not physics. There we go. Right. Here we go.
You were burning, I was cold.
There we go. Count them out.
Baby, now I realize. Oh yeah, yeah,
I'm counting the hits of the drum.
Oh.
Bam, bam, bam. I was counting the snare drum, and that really is.
I need a pen.
baby, now I realize. Oh yeah,
I'm counting.
Start again.
I'm counting the drum.
I'm going to start making marks.
Yeah.
We're gonna need tally marks.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Right.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Here we go.
baby, now I realize. Oh
Right.
Jesus.
Hang on. 12, 16, 20, 21, 22, 32, 33.
Get it.
Thank Christ. Boom. All right.
There you go. Look.
Thank you, Alan, for completely ruining my head. Right, Patrick, have you had a chance to think? Patrick, we'll come back to you in a second. Lisa. Is that Lisa or Liza? Liza.
No, I'm back. We're in the car and we're back.
Oh, yeah.
I've got 20 and I've got an 8.
Let's go with the 8 first of all.
Wham! Edge of Heaven, right at the beginning, but the second set.
I'm not even gonna bother listening to that. I'm taking your word for it. You said you had a 20.
I have. It's The Boy Way.
What?
I've got it lined up. Would you like it?
Let's try it.
Okay, hang on. Oh, 1 second.
Who's it
Ready? Da Boy Way.
Da Boy Way?
Yeah.
Is that the same man who played Badly Drawn Boy?
I don't know.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Go.
Right, literally can't hear that, but I'm gonna take your word for it. Lee.
Hello, boss. I'm back again.
Yes.
45.
What was? Who was the artist?
Smashing Pumpkins.
Yep. Okay, can you sing them all, please?
No, I don't think so. Yeah. There you go.
Thank you very much indeed, Lee. Let's go to Scott. Yes, Scott.
Hello, mate. I've got 48.
Oh.
Give it your best shot, Scott.
I can't sing it. You have to play it.
Well, what is it?
It's Gorillaz.
Okay. What song do I want?
Hold on. It's called Man Research.
Man Research. And whereabouts in the song do I have
it's
to
about
find?
a minute. 1 minute in.
1 minute in. All right. Man Research. Let's jump to about a minute in. That's about there. Here we
48.
go. Here we go. You know what? Just because that was so awful, I'm going to say well done. Yeah. Well, it was terrible. What a terrible record. Sam?
Hello, I'm back again. The Yeah song by Flaming Lips has 348
How do you know this?
I've been counting them.
And which song is it?
It's the Yeah song.
By whom?
The Flaming Lips, or just Flaming Lips.
And it's... Okay, let's just... I'm not going to count them all, but I just want to make sure this song exists. I don't want to be... I don't want to be, what do they call it, punked. I don't want to be punked. So we've just got to quickly just skip here. Hang on a second. I like the Flaming Lips. Good band. Here we go. Oh! I know this song.
Well.
Whoa,
but
whoa,
they're
whoa.
saying yeah.
Well, they're saying yeah, but it stops then, Sam.
Yeah, okay, take off 40, 308 then.
Sorry?
308 then, I suppose.
How do you mean? How is it 200? How have you gone from 348 to 208?
If they split it, then it's tricky, isn't it?
Well, yes, Sam, it's tricky. But
it's the skill of the game.
Yes, it's tricky. It's tricky. You can't come in there. Let's just listen again. Let's just listen again to the obvious break. They break it. I'm sorry, guys. You can't just come in waving your wanger all over the place and not expect to ask to have your trousers done up properly or be told to leave the bar. 0344 499 1000. For the first time this evening, the switchboard is empty. So now will be a good time to call about anything.
The radio show for people who know the best part of the day is the night.
Late night Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
I'm just replying to a message from Nigel from Maidstone.
Oh.
On Facebook. Hi Ian, will I get money soon? I've replied the money doesn't come through until next year, which it doesn't. It'll be about 60 quid. I can do a PayPal for that now if you'd like.
Make it stop. Make it stop. Hope he's not promised it to someone.
Yeah.
He's millions.
Oh, yeah. Let's do one more of these, then we'll go to Jonathan and Craig, who've been waiting for ages. Yes, Darren!
Ian, right, I've got a yeah song for you. It's around about 48 years, or perhaps a little bit more. It's the Alarm Clocks with Yeah.
Well, the thing is, who'd have thought we'd be in a position where we can turn down a 48 yeah?
Oh, yeah.
We've got a song with 48 years.
Well, it could be 49, but it's around there.
Well, hang on a minute. Is it 48? Or is it 49?
It's 49. Let's go for 49.
Well, tell you what, you go off, you go and count it, and when you've counted it, and if it is a 49, more than happy to put it on the list. But I'm not a bit busy at the moment, doing a radio show and arguing with fantasists online. So, bit too busy to count all of your years.
These chances, though, do you think they were like this when they were handing in their maths homework?
It's outrageous, isn't it? Jonathan!
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Jonathan.
I just thought I'd ring in and invite you to join a new social network that's far nicer than Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, whatever.
Oh.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's called, if you type in the search bar...
If I type in the search bar, Nazi friend, is that it?
No, it's called...
Black man hater.
No, it's called Gab.ai.
Let's have a little look for Dab.
Gab with a G.
Dab.
No.
Hang on. What spell it?
Gab.
.ai. Hang on a minute. When you say it's nicer, do you mean that you're allowed to post your poison and vitriol without people complaining and reporting you to the authorities?
It's a free speech platform.
So
far it's been very civil, very nice, and it's already beginning to gain a head of steam after just a couple of months. It's already had its best week so far for new.
Well, it says I'm 152,118 in the waiting list. What do I do now?
You wait for the email from Eleanor.
Got an email from Eleanor. She sounds nice. Thank you for registering for Gab. Our mission is to put people first and promote free speech and expression. All are welcome on Gab, even massive racists, and always will be. Currently, Gab is in beta. It may take up to 2 weeks to receive your invitation. All right, well, let's meet again in 2 weeks, the dear friend, and let's see where we get to.
Yeah, there is a reason why I invited you.
Oh.
Yeah. We need people like you on Gab, Ian, and particularly someone like George Galloway, even, because the problem with Gab at the moment is that it's just a little bit too nice, and we need to have a bit of friction in there by inviting over relatively sane lefties so that we can have intellectually stimulating conversations.
Well, I don't want to. I'm not going to go on there and.
Are you saying he's cannon fodder?
No, he's not cannon fodder. No. He doesn't have to engage in that stuff. What I'm saying is Gab is the alternative to Twitter, and it is the future, and it's only getting bigger. And you want to be cool, right? You want to be...
Yeah, he's right. He's right.
Get on Gab. Get your Ian Lee hashtag now. Set a trend. You and Galloway can... become pioneers of the new social media.
All right, well, thank you for that, Jonathan. I'll have a look, and maybe we'll talk about it when I get accepted.
And when you're cool.
No problem.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Some idiot has said, previous guest Miles Hunt, the excellent Miles Hunt from The Wonder Stuff, has 22 no's. So what? What's that got to do with anything we've spoken about in the last hour and a half?
Incorrect data.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Yes, Craig.
Hi, Ian. Hi, Kath.
Hello.
Good one, Kath, yesterday, saying up yours to Laws.
What?
Catching that off Ian. I've been saying it for years since I heard Ian say it first time.
I didn't say it.
You did?
No, I never.
In yesterday's show.
No, I never.
You did?
Did I?
Yeah.
In what context?
Ian said up yours and you said Delors.
No, I never.
You did?
Yeah.
Well, what do you know?
It's excellent. I got a solution for Ian's dog.
Is it the final solution? Because that's the only one he wants.
What is the solution for the dog, Craig?
You can get harnesses that you put the dog bag in, like the inside of a bin, you know.
Oh, and hang it over their backside.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that. And you can get nappies as well and stuff. And that stuff is that stuff's weird.
But it'll go in the right place. Just leave it on the dog for the whole walk.
No, listen, I don't want to humiliate her.
Well, you don't speak kindly of her.
I don't get on with her. I find her an annoyance. I saw Velvet yesterday. Velvet is looking very, very thin, very angular, very bony. I'm wondering how... Well, saying that, she seems to be in perfect health, so she could be around for another couple of years. Craig, I'm not a fan of those kind of... Here, can I ask a question, right? Have you got a dog, Craig?
No, a cat.
Right. Have you seen people walking dogs?
Yeah, my mum and my sister got dogs, yeah.
Right. Have they got those... My dog won't play fetch. She just won't play fetch. You throw something and she'll chase it, see where it is, and then just wander off. And she won't play it, which is brilliant, right? But have you seen those people, Craig, where they have a tennis ball, but it's at the end of a long stick?
Yeah, chucking stick thing.
What the flipping... What?
You know what that's for.
What?
Well, because after you've had a few rounds of fetch, that ball is sodden.
Yeah, but
who wants to touch that?
No, it's not. It's to stop you. It's to stop you. To save you the effort of bending down to pick it up. That's what it's for.
It wears the dog out as well because they go miles with the extra purchase.
Well, yeah. Well, I suppose so. But what? When did we get so lazy? So lazy in this country.
Says the guy who can't pick up his own dog.
Yeah, boom.
Well, that's not laziness. That's a lack of. That's a complete lack of regard for authority, for the man telling me what to do. Nigel Farage wouldn't pick up a dog's poo. Trump wouldn't pick up a dog's poo. Well, neither am I. I want to stick it to the establishment, Craig.
So, I think Cat again said they don't pick it up in Spain, was it? Or somewhere?
No, they cook it in Spain.
No, they don't.
Feed it to their children.
In Paris, they used to just knock it into the grid at the end of the day. They used to come around with the big squirters.
Paris has got... The catacombs underneath, they're exactly the same, aren't they, the sewers? They match the streets exactly, and they got street signs and everything.
Yeah.
Underneath.
You should watch the film As Above, So Below if you're...
Seen it.
Good, isn't it?
Yeah, when they turn the square the stone thing.
Oh, it's good. You should watch it, Kath. If you like the catacombs under Paris, as above, so below. Proper scary. Even made me jump, and I don't jump at nothing. I'm a tough guy, Craig. Thanks for calling, Craig. 0344 499 1000. Darren, Dana, stay there. Come to you after this.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Yeah, it's good, that film. As Above, So Below. It's on Netflix. You've got one Netflix login. You can use that. And it's... I'd give it a solid 6 out of 10. Solid 6. First 10 minutes are great. Then the next 10 minutes are really, really boring. Then the rest of it is a cracking little horror film.
How does it fare on the Rec scale?
Rec in terms of fear factor, I would say was a 9. I would say this is a 6.5.
Oh, I can handle that.
Yeah. There's some good little bits and pieces in it, actually. It's a nice little film.
I told my mate in Spain that I watched Rec on my own.
Yeah.
She had a newfound respect for me.
Wow.
She said I would never watch that on my own.
Yeah, well. I'm being told that Gab is the alt-right's very own Twitter. It's a safe space for people like Jonathan who hate safe spaces. So it basically means you can go on there. Well, I don't know. I mean,
He'll be bored, though, because this is why he wants you on there.
Yeah,
you
so
are
can
cannon
argue.
fodder.
Yeah. I'll go and have a little look at it. I'm afraid of no racist, so maybe a snowflake, but still. Darren!
Right, I've recounted.
Yes?
53. Definitely 53.
What song is it, Darren?
It's Yeah by the Alarm Clocks.
I'm just jotting that down. I don't know the band. I don't know the song.
Old Garage Punk, 1966.
Beautiful. Thank you, Darren.
Thanks, mate.
Nice one, mate. Thank you. And well done for putting the effort in to go and listen. Respect that. 53 years, the Alarm Clock. So, let's just quickly go through this. 1 is Nirvana, 2 Georgie Fame, 3 The Beatles, 4 The Beatles, 5 ELO, 6 Britney, 7 The Beatles, 8 Wham, 9, 10 it's Georgie Fame again, 12 it's Nirvana, 20 it's Da Boy Way, 33 it's The Pogues, 45 it's The Smashing Pumpkins, 48 it's The Gorillaz, and 53 it's The Alarm Clocks.
So far, Alarm Clock's winning.
So far, The Alarm Clocks is winning. Dana!
Hip, hip, hip.
What kind of cake?
Definitely lemon drizzle gay cake.
Beautiful.
I've been desperately trying to think of songs. I can't. I feel like I've really let the
You
side
are
down.
less than. You are less than. Yes, definitely. You are less than.
I really, but what I have got,
Yeah.
I haven't gone to the loo with a celebrity.
Oh.
But I have seen a celebrity naked.
Go on. We will always take a naked and famous.
He's long dead, so I'm sure I'm allowed to say this. I worked at the BBC a long time ago, and I was floor assisting on Blankety Blank.
Here we go.
When Les Dawson was doing it.
Yeah.
And, just generally... have my headset on, and you're told what to do.
Yeah.
And then I was then asked to go and get a certain celebrity who, in later years, ended up in EastEnders, but I don't think he was in EastEnders at the time.
Was it Ross Abbott?
No.
No. Okay.
No. I was asked to go and get Mike Reed.
Oh.
Do you remember the comedian, not the DJ?
Run around!
Was he wearing a light-up spinning bow tie?
Oh, no. So I went to his dressing room, because I had to bring him to set, knocked on his dressing room door, and I heard that gravelly voice say, "Come in," or what, And I opened the door, and there he was, and this is no word of a lie. He was sitting in the corner of the dressing room, completely starters, except for a very tiny flannel over his bits. And I just looked at him and said, "You're wanted on set, Mr. Reed?" Quickly closed the door and just made my way to studio as quickly as possible. And maybe that's one of the reasons I'm the way I am today. I've been scarred for life.
Yeah, that would do it. That would do it, Dana.
So I just felt I had to get that out. It's a bit of therapy, I think.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed offloading. Oh.
I think the weekend will be fine now.
Nice one, Dana. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you for sharing that. Slightly distracted there because, of course, the situation with Nigel is developing. By Christmas, more money will be made. OK, send some money, please.
Oh.
I've replied, it will be about £60. I can pay you it now. It is not selling anymore. That's it. Do you have PayPal? He won't have PayPal. He will expect me to send cash in an envelope, which I will not do. I'll send him a cheque, if I can find my chequebook. Something inside, something got a hold of my heart. So it was about, let's do the math. So it was about 350 quid, right? Thereabouts, right? I haven't got the money yet, that's fine, don't worry. So I will have to pay tax on that. How much is tax these days? I think I'm in the high
Well, I'm not.
tax. I think I'm in the high tax, but I think I'm paying 40% tax.
Oh, God.
It's truth. So let's say it's 40% tax. What's 40%? I haven't got my calculator on me. What's 40% of 350?
Hang on. I've got a calculator on here.
35 times 4, 70, 140. Right, 140. So that takes us down to 210, right? So, Nigel... So
again.
It's £210.
Yeah.
So Nigel's on 2 of the tracks. Dan's on 3 of the tracks. Barry's on 1 of the tracks. I'm on all of the tracks, but I don't... As long as I've got money to cover the tax, I'm not bothered, right? So, how much do I owe him out of that?
God.
Well, so each... Oh, flip it.
So, stop. So how many parts are we talking about? So,
Right, okay. Well, I want a part.
Right,
so it's me... Well, but it's not, though, because it's different numbers. I'm on 3 songs.
Right, so you...
Out of 3. I'm on 3 out of 3.
One, yeah, okay.
Dan's on 3 out of 3.
Yeah.
Barry's on 1 out of 3.
Yeah.
All right, so it's thirds.
Yeah.
So let's count it all as a third, right? So third for me, third for Dan, a third for Barry and Nigel.
So I divide 210 by 3, right?
Yeah.
70 quid.
Right.
Is that right?
Yeah. So Barry and Nigel has to be split. So it's about 50 quid for Nigel, 20 quid for Barry.
Yeah.
It's even less than the 60 quid I just told him. It's going to go down well. Our fear is, dear listener, and we've suspected this because of things that Nigel has said. This is messaging me because I befriended him on Twitter, then I unfriended him immediately. Nigel has suggested... He won't be listening, he never does. Nigel has hinted that there may be people... Miley Cyrus and Lindsay Lohan asking him for money. Of course, it isn't them. We know it's not them. It sounds like, to us, like extortion. Someone else on Twitter messaged me and said, you need to sort out Nigel because he's talking to people on Twitter, on Facebook who are misleading him.
Mm.
That's why I befriended him, to see if I could see any evidence of that on his timeline. I couldn't, so I unfriended him.
They must be messaging him directly.
So, yeah. So our worry, my concern is, Catherine's concern, my concern is that people are lying and, trying to get money out of him. And he is a very trusting soul.
Well, the alarm bell started ringing when he said he was having conversations with these people in the first place, didn't it?
Yeah.
But every time we say to him, it's not them, he says, well, it doesn't matter if it isn't, does it? Kind of does.
Right, so I'm just writing. I've just worked out. Oh, you £50. That's it. Yeah, stop selling. Do you have PayPal? And it may sell like a handful more, but it's a silly little little bit of fluff that had a nice burst number 32 in the dance charts, and that's it. It's not going to be. We're not going to get residuals from it. And I'm now feeling a little bit guilty because I do remember a couple of times I joked that we would be millionaires. Now, most people would hear we're going to make millions out of this as the joke it's clearly intended to be. But, of course, we are not dealing with most people here.
I think you've said an equal number of times
that
you wouldn't make that much money.
I do remember at least one occasion, though, where I said we'd make millions and didn't clarify it in that phone call. So that will have stuck. But, yes, I have said many, many times that it's a joke. Oh well. Who we got? We got Sam, we got Jerry, we got Al. 03444991000. This is Talk Radio.
Late night Iain Lee.
On air and off the leash.
On Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
I should just say, we've got lots of exciting live events coming up. So we've got Performance Ring on December the 11th, I think. That's sold out. We've got 9 really interesting acts. We've also got Performance Ring on February the 26th in London. These are both in London. We will do it in Manchester at some point, okay? That's a promise. Now, the one on February the 26th, we've got about 3/4 of the acts. And we have got 29 tickets left. 29 tickets left only. It will sell out. If you want tickets, I'll tweet the link in a second. If you go to ticketsource.co.uk/Iain-Lee. All right? ticketsource.co.uk/IAIN-LEE. If someone can put that on the listener page, that would be awesome. The fan page. I'm going to put it there on Twitter. So that is that's selling out really quickly. There's 29 tickets left, not until February. Now, when that sells out, me and Kath have had another idea for a live show, right? That would be a massive, massive punt. It may be a complete and utter disaster, or it could be the future of broadcasting and podcasting. Okay? So just bear in mind, once this is sold out, we've got another show lined up that we think you might like, and it may be a complete and utter car crash. We kind of came up with the idea yesterday, I think it was. And I said to Kath, I've got this kind of vague idea for this thing. And she went, we could do this. And I went, yeah, then we could do that. And she went, let's do it. So we've booked it. I'll give you more details a little bit later on. I just want to make sure that the performance ring, sells out. So it's ticketsource.co.uk/IAIN-LEE. And that's the place to kind of find out about tickets for all the shows. We will Periscope Performance Ring because it's kind of a nice community vibe. The other show that we have an idea for, we won't Periscope. You kind of have to be there. Right. Do acts need a ticket for Performance Ring? No. If you are an act, you do not need a ticket for Performance Ring. No. Thank you for asking, George, but no, it's not a pay-to-play, as some venues are. You just rock up, my friend. Right. Well, the phones have gone absolutely bonkers tonight. I've got no idea. I've got no idea why they've... Well, I do know. It's because you want to play the yeah game. Let's go to Al. Yes, Al.
Ian, hi.
How you doing, fella?
Not bad, how are you?
I'm good, thank you very much.
I want to play the yeah game.
Yeah.
But I want to give it a bit of a slant, if you'll accept it.
Oh.
Would you accept it if it went to ya, if it went Germanic on you? Is that breaking the rules?
Are you talking about trio? Oh, no, that's da.
Ah.
Aha.
But, you're zeroing in on it here quite quickly. Trio had a hit called Da in 81, the one that everybody knows. But they also had a song, exactly the same one, that one. But they had one called Ya as well.
Yeah.
And that had, I count, 117 ya's in it.
Al,
117, yeah.
Your dedication to the cause is you know where this is going already. Is greatly appreciated. And well, thank you. Well, now, do you remember Trio, Catherine? Da.
Yes.
They also did. It was used in an advert for. Was it for Club? bars, and it went a bar, bar, bar. Didn't they? I'm sure.
Apparently, this rice crackers called Sakata.
Yeah.
Rice crackers. They licensed it to them, and it was Sakata.
Yeah, I'm sure they did it for a chocolate bar as well, right? And I wonder, because Falco, one-hit wonder over here. Amadeus.
He was involved with them, wasn't he? Wasn't he played live with them or something? He was in the same collective as them.
Oh, I don't know. Well, this is what I was going to say. Falco, in his home country, was a huge star and was actually quite an innovative musician and released several albums. But, over here was a one-hit wonder. And I wonder... because that song was actually brilliant.
Amadeus was amazing.
No, I'm talking about the trio song, Da Da Da. That was genius, right, in its simplicity. And I wonder if they did anything else.
Well, they did. Look, this is going to blow your mind on this.
Blow me, baby. Blow me.
They did an album, the trio album.
Yeah.
Called Trio. It's also known as Trio and Error, I think, in certain other territories. But the songs on it had Da Da Da.
Yeah.
Then it had Ya Ya Ya.
Yeah. Oh.
Then it had another song called Ya Ya.
Yeah.
Y-A, Y-A. Then it had another song called... I'm trying to look for the track listing. I've lost it in. Called Ya Ya, and then...
Oh, somebody who has a copy of that album, please phone up and read me the track listing from the trio album. Please, dear God.
Now, I think that would win if we're saying affirmatives.
No.
Well,
you know that we're not.
Why are you creating a splinter group?
Yeah, I'm going into the kind of German offshoot of
Hang on a minute.
I'm sorry.
Hang on a minute.
Why is it? Sorry, but
is my computer turned up? Why is it not playing? What's going on here?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah. Awesome.
My dad hated this. How is this music? What bloody hell is this?
Los mit dir, mein Schatz. Aha. Geht es immer nur bergab. Aha. Geht nur das, was du verstehst. Aha. This is what you got to know. Love you though it didn't show. Ich lieb dich nicht, du liebst mich nicht. Ich lieb dich nicht, du liebst mich nicht. Ich lieb dich nicht, du liebst mich nicht. Ich lieb dich nicht, du liebst mich nicht.
Da, da, da.
Da, da, da.
This is genius, isn't it?
Da, da, da.
I'm going to stop that because I'm going to
But-
download it and play a much higher quality version.
Did you notice the beginning of that had massive similarities to a certain song that we've been playing too much recently?
No.
Pen, pineapple, apple pen.
Oh, yeah! It is, isn't it? It's pen,
the
pineapple, pineapple pen.
Sorry, I haven't been listening that keenly. I missed that one.
What? You've not
Sorry,
heard
Sorry.
pen, pineapple, pineapple pen?
No, I'm bereft. I haven't heard
Al, go onto YouTube and I apologise in advance.
All right.
Thanks very much indeed. Well played, Al. Well
But
played.
it is that, isn't it?
It is. Yes, yeah. Are you saying the pen, pineapple, apple pen guy is a musical thief?
I'm saying he's appropriated a classic.
That is actually brilliant. If somebody's got the trio album, can you please just phone up and read the track listing off the back? Because that sounds like a masterpiece. Kyle's got beef.
Evening, you all right, Bob?
Yeah, you can tell he's got beef. He's straight in there. Beefy,
Right,
beefy, beefy.
I ain't. Well, I've got less beef than Bovril.
Yay!
I think sometimes you mistake just general northern surliness for beef.
That might
He's always
be
doing it to me, Kyle.
That might be it. That might be it. Yeah, go on. What you got, Kyle?
Ariston was the advert where it went
Oh,
da da
Ariston.
da.
Yeah, they did. I'm sure they did a chocolate. I'm sure there was a chocolate bar as well. I remember the Ariston. You're absolutely right. I'm sure there was. But then maybe I'm thinking of trio. But
yeah, like come man, I want it. Yeah,
yeah, I'm sure. But no.
I'm pretty sure that's the advert, and the Scottish videotape was re-recorded, not faded away.
Yeah. All right then. So that song is What? Okay. Oh, gee, I'm trying to think of a really clever question based on the olden days.
Do you remember old adverts? Call me now. That's the question.
Okay. What was... Okay, who can sing the Insignia advert? Go.
Insignia's got everything. Shampoo, shower gel.
Stop.
I used to...
There we go. Start from the I used to. That's where it starts.
I can't remember it. Something.
I used to use deodorant, shampoo and shower gel. But now all Insignia in one all after smell. Because I use Insignia. And it's all over now.
But then the second verse is Insignia, do everything, shampoo to shower gel, deodorant, and aftershave for one all over smell.
Okay. So where does that leave you Kyle, and the reason you called in?
I'm still sat on top of me tumble dryer, so I know nothing.
Cheeky.
Enjoy.
Is it true that a woman can achieve an orgasm on a tumble dryer?
I don't know, my worktop's in the way.
Okie dokie. Jerry! Jerry?
Hello?
Jerry, cross the Mersey!
I thought you were... Yeah, it sounds like you in porn. Thanks, Yeah.
Da, da, da. Bum, 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 ba-dum. Do you remember that song? They were good, they were, Trio.
Oh, I think it was alright to you. I want to you, and I want you.
They also did... There was also a ba club.
Probably well.
They sang it in the courtroom. Do you remember they were in the courtroom?
No, you say this, I don't remember.
Bar of club. And they would have...
It's rubbish.
Yeah, it's rubbish.
You know the one Chipmunks to the cover of?
Go on.
Chipmunks to the cover of that. Oh, the Chipmunks.
Is your mouth anywhere near the phone tonight, Jerry?
I'm I apologize.
I'm struggling to understand. Are you able to understand, Jerry, this evening? Because I'm struggling to understand, but I'm realising I'm actually going quite deaf. And I have to remove the headphones from my earpiece, my ear a little bit. Go on.
Okay, move on. I'm good.
Okay. I'm struggling to understand you this evening, Jerry.
What can you explain breakfast? Nutshell. Can you explain breakfast in a nutshell?
Yeah, I'm not getting any of it tonight, Jerry. And it's partly my deafness,
muffled.
and partly because it sounds like you've got a sock over your head.
Give me on the phone.
All right, we'll give you a call. Ta-ra. We'll sort that out. Right, John, Sam, you'll have to wait because it's news time. Well, it's advert time and then it's news time. And then we'll take calls straight to air. So no more calls racking up, please. We'll do Sam. We'll do John. We'll speak to Jerry. Call straight to air. Bish, bash, bosh. Have it.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
What you do and what you don't, what you will and what you won't, what you can and what you can't, This is what you got to know. Love you though it didn't show. Ich lieb dich nicht, du liebst mich nicht. 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 Da, da, da. 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 Don't love you, you don't love me. Da, da, da. Don't love you, you don't love me. Da, da, da. Don't love you, you don't love me. Da, da, da. Don't love you, you don't love me. Da, da, da. I know why you went away. Understand you couldn't stay. Wonder where you are today. After all is said and done, it was right for you to run. Ich lieb dich nicht, du liebst mich nicht. Ich lieb dich nicht, du liebst mich nicht. Ich lieb mich nicht, du liebst mich nicht. Ich lieb dich nicht, du liebst dich nicht. Da, da, da. 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 Don't love you, you don't love me. Da, da, da. Don't love you, you don't love me. Da, da, da. Don't love you, you don't love me. Da, da, da. Don't love you, you don't love me. Da, da, da. 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 Don't love you, you don't love me. Da, da, da. Don't love you, you don't love me.
That is absolute classic.
It's a tune.
Yeah, it's a tune. I'm trying to find I'm trying to find the chart, the album. Hang on, Amazon. Let's try this on Amazon. Trio. If you're calling in for straight to air, you have to wait a little bit. There's the best of.
Gosh.
I can't find the actual album. What was it? Truth. Let's have a little look. Oh no, it's getting too complicated. I'm falling down a little bit of the old rabbit hole there. Right, let's rattle through these. Jerry, we got you back.
Hello.
There we go. What you got for us, Jerry?
Brexit, let's explain it.
Yes.
It's got to go to a vote. Because in 1972, the European Community Act bans Parliament. So it's got to go through Parliament. Because it's just applying the law. Scotland and Wales have devolved Parliament from the Parliament of
Hang on a minute. Have you called in to talk about Brexit?
Just explain it to Johnson.
Right, well, but we got very, very, very strict Brexit laws on this show. You can only call in about Brexit if you have something completely original to say, and I feel like I've heard already what you're saying.
Sorry, just bringing a legal point to this. I'll change the subject if you don't mind.
Change the subject, Jerry.
It's not in the, as I broadcast from a pub, are you? I'm going to the pub.
We're not in a haunted pub this evening, no. We're in a barely functional.
Anyway, you can do one from here if you want on my birthday.
Well, have you got strong Wi-Fi that we can plug into?
I've got Wi-Fi and a strong smell of urine.
Well, have you got a strong Wi-Fi box that we can plug into?
Yes.
I don't believe you.
Yes, I have. Very strong Wi-Fi.
Okay, well, we're not coming. But thanks for asking.
That's all right. You can dance with the old people.
Say that again.
You can dance with the old people.
Oh, dancing with the old people.
Yeah. Hey, look, Dennis. First time using the other day, Dennis.
You want? Hang on a minute, Dennis. Dennis.
Good morning.
Yes. Turn your radio off, Dennis.
Can you achieve orgasm again? You can dance with the old people.
God, this is going to be the most. Right. Right. Hang on a minute, Jerry. Dennis, what do you want?
Well, what? I want that Republican prick to say who's going to be running the country when we haven't got a queen.
What are you talking about?
Republican prick who's moaning
But Dennis, the Queen doesn't run the country.
No, but she represents us, the wee-wees.
She doesn't, but she doesn't run she has no power.
She's not a political power.
No.
She stays clear. She stands clear.
Exactly. So, I imagine if we got rid of the Queen, Parliament would run the country.
No, we wouldn't. We'd have a bleeding president like that prick in America.
That's all right. Thanks for calling, Dennis.
Stacey's very obnoxious tonight.
He's been. I think it's because the supermoon is over. Jerry, listen, I'm going to move on because I want to take a couple more calls, and then we're going to take calls straight to air. Thank you, Jerry. Yes, Sam.
Hello?
Yes?
Hi, are you right? I went to a concert
on Sunday at Ali Pally, and I want to basically open up a topic.
I bet it wasn't as good as the concert I saw at Ali Pally. Let's just go
Right,
through
okay.
the running order. Irish band called The Four of Us. They were okay, right? The next band, it was an all-dayer, and I went on my own, age of 16. The next band, Voice of the Beehive.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
The next band, Squeeze.
Oh.
Have It Large. The main headliners, suddenly the Kinks, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yes. And I was 16. I went on my own. I stood at the front all day, busting for a pee, and I couldn't go, so I had to stand there the whole time. I saw the Kinks live at Ali Pally. It was about 1989. Might have been 1988. It might have been 15. Anyway, yes?
I saw 21 Pilots.
Okay, what band did you see?
21 Pilots.
Gosh.
They're a band.
What were they? Sorry, I thought you meant you saw a band inside Alexandra Palace. These were outside on the street busking, were they?
No, they were performing. It was a sold out show. It was brilliant. I really enjoyed it.
Wow.
But I just wanted to ask, as a topic, I know it's a really bad time for a topic.
Well?
Best concert you've ever seen, I suppose. But
Was are you telling me that 21 Pilots was the best concert you've ever seen?
seriously, yeah. So they're one of the biggest bands in the world right now.
No.
No.
Yes.
They're
Yeah.
not.
We'll get down with the kids. They are.
No. No. The biggest band in the world right now is Metallica. That's true.
Oh,
that's
God.
true. They're doing a worldwide
everywhere.
super. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They've been around for ages, and then 21 Pilots come out and no. I've been. The thing is, I've been to so many different concerts. My favourite concert. Whenever I'm asked that question, the first one that pops into mind is the first big concert I went to, which was the Monkees at the Royal Albert Hall when I was 15. Special for so many reasons. But then I think about when I saw Arthur Lee at the Garage for the first time, and he was a shambling wreck, and it was just joyous because we thought he was dead.
I liked that concert we had where it was just me and you you had to stand in a cupboard.
Oh yeah, we saw the Bare Naked Ladies from a cupboard. We spied on the Bare Naked Ladies.
That sounds pretty good.
Sam, we'll put it out there. If people want to call in, they're more than welcome to. One more call, and then we'll take calls straight to air. Yes, John.
Hello, Ian. You okay?
I'm all right, John.
Good. Wonderful.
What are you called in for?
I feel really stupid, actually. Well, I don't think I really want to go into the subject I wanted to talk about, but...
Why is that? You don't have to if you don't want. If you want to, bottle out of it. Or, no, bottle out. Excuse me. If you want to, no. I apologise. If you want to bail out of it, you're more than welcome to. But
we can go straight to it.
Well, you've called. Well, can I ask why you've changed your mind?
Oh, because I feel stupid.
Mate, we did an hour and a half of talking about songs that have got the word "yeah" in it. I mean,
Okay.
it's hardly, me and Kath feel stupid every night.
Ian, well, I just don't know where to turn at the moment. Like, I've emailed you a couple of times. Like, I'm 30 stone at the moment.
Yeah.
And I'm struggling with alcoholism really bad. And my alcoholism diet's forcing me to eat overnight. Well, basically, I'm going home from work and I'm turning to drink.
Yeah.
As soon as I get home from work, I'm going to the off licence, 8 cans and half a bottle of whiskey every night. And then I'm eating the Chinese, every night as well. So, 7 nights a week, every day. I just don't... I went to rehab last year, and I just don't know where to turn. Honestly, Ian, I just don't know where to turn.
Why do you hate yourself so much?
It's a long story. It stems down to my childhood. Look, things that happened to me when I was younger, but I don't know. I suppose I should really be speaking to Samaritans, I suppose.
Well, you can call the Samaritans after if you want. It doesn't matter that you're talking to me. You can call the Samaritans if anyone wants to call the Samaritans. 116123.
Yeah.
I kind of get, it sounds like the drinking and the eating is a form of self-punishment. That's why I asked why you hated yourself so much.
Do you know what the self-punishment is? I suppose I'm trying to kill myself, I suppose.
Yeah, it's a slow form of suicide.
It is.
Completely.
It is.
And how's it going for you?
How's it going? It's not going good. I mean, I did stop drinking, like, it was really positive up until about March this year, then it's just gone downhill again.
How long did you stop drinking for?
7 months. After I came out of rehab, I was in rehab for a month.
And what support were you getting? So I'm just looking up something on the computer, but it's relevant to this. I don't think I'm being rude. Right, I got it. What support were you getting outside of so you're in rehab, for 3 months, did you say?
No, for a month.
For a month, okay.
4 weeks.
You came out and you kept sober for another 6 months. What support outside were you getting? Or were you doing it on your own?
No, I went to meetings for probably about 8 weeks, and then I thought I was brilliant.
Yeah.
You know, I thought I had it under control, and the meetings were just pointless.
And when you say the meetings, you mean AA meetings, yeah?
Yeah, I did. But I couldn't find a sponsor.
Yeah.
Or I found it hard to speak to people and ask them to be my sponsor, I suppose.
It's from what I've heard, those meetings, at the end of it, people kind of stand around and have a chat, and I would imagine that it is it's quite hard for someone who's quite shy and someone who's got low self-esteem and someone who dislikes themselves to stick around and have a chat. You just want to nip off immediately, don't you?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Can you not go back to the meetings?
I could do.
You could do, couldn't you?
I could do.
Whereabouts? Don't tell me exactly where you live, but whereabouts in the country are you?
Solihull.
Solihull. So Birmingham.
Yeah.
And have you got a car, or can you travel around?
I haven't got a car now, but I can get buses and taxis.
Right. Okay. Because there are shed loads of meetings in Birmingham.
Yeah, I know.
But you don't want to go.
I do want to go, but I can't get myself out of the habit of finishing work and then coming home and drinking loads of cans. And
what time do you finish work?
5 o'clock.
Right. Okay. Well, most meetings are about sort of 7 o'clock, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
So, what's to stop you? Go into a meeting. Hang on a minute. Look, I've got 4 meetings in Solihull. I've just looked. Yeah. They're all 8 o'clock in Solihull, but there'll be more in Birmingham. So you've got one on a Tuesday, one on a Thursday, one on a Monday, and one on a Friday.
I've probably been to all of them.
There's Linden Methodist, St Augustine's. They're often in churches, although they're not. As you know, they're not religious. St Augustine, St George and Teresa, and what looks like another one at Linden Methodist. So what's to? Go on.
I can't get my head around just not drinking. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But every night, 8 o'clock in the morning would be fine. Yeah, I'm going to a meeting tonight.
Yeah.
9 o'clock in the morning, going to a meeting. 10 o'clock, I'm going to a meeting, etc. Then it'll come to about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You'd be like, forget that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I've had a really rubbish day. I deserve a drink. Or I've had a brilliant day. I deserve a drink.
That's every day for me.
Yeah, it's nuts, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because if you went to the meeting at 8, and they're normally about an hour and a half, so you'd be finished 9:30. I mean, you could always have a drink after the meeting.
You can't do that, can you?
Yeah, you can. Why can't you do that?
Oh, because you feel really positive when you come out to the meeting. It's really stupid about saying that.
Yeah, but isn't it funny? You've just said it. You feel positive coming out of the meeting, yet you don't want to go to the meeting. But you could always go. This is the thing. You can always go for a drink after the meeting if that's what you decide to do. You come out, and you've got the choice to either go straight home or go and have a drink, and no one will think any less of you if you go and have a drink.
Yeah, I know.
Who else are you talking to about this?
Nobody.
Have you got any friends?
Oh, I've got 2 friends. The one thinks I'm not drinking, the other one knows I'm knows I'm drinking but doesn't understand it.
No, of course not. So a lot of people don't.
No, not at all.
What about the friend who thinks you're not drinking? Does he understand it?
No.
Right.
Thinks I am drinking. Thinks I'm not drinking, sorry.
Hang on. So which one do either of them do either of them understand it?
One of them does. One of them's like a inside AA.
Oh right. So you've got someone on the inside already, and is he the one that thinks you've stopped drinking?
Yeah.
Right. How?
I'll be honest with you.
Well, you know that if you were to phone him up and say, "All right, Steve, I've been lying a little bit and I've been drinking a little bit," that the odds are, if he's in AA, he wouldn't think any less of you whatsoever. In fact, if anything, he'd be pleased that you told him.
Yeah, no, I'm stupid. Honestly, really am stupid.
Yeah, you're stupid, yeah.
I am.
Well, you are. No, it's a stupid thing to do, to kill yourself with booze and food. Of course it's stupid, but a lot of intelligent people are stupid.
Yeah, I know.
What? I'm going to make some suggestions, and of course you don't have to follow them. What are the chances of you putting the phone down and giving him a call now?
Well, it's like 20 past midnight.
Right. And? On a Friday? And?
I could give him a call in the morning.
Yeah, you could do. Or have you got his mobile number?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Because you could call it, and he might have it switched off, in which case you've got a get-out-of-jail card, and you could leave a message.
Mm.
Or you could send him a text.
No, I can message him on Facebook.
Or you could send him a text.
Yeah.
Or here's my suggestion.
Yeah.
Grass yourself up a little bit, right? You could send him a text saying, "All right, Steve, it's John. Could we have a chat tomorrow morning about 9:30?
Mm. Do you know what I feel really, really bad about, Ian?
Yeah.
My mum paid, it was like $4,000 last year when I went to rehab.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm living with her at the moment and, like, hiding drink from her.
Yeah.
So, like, she works every night and then I like, hide my drink in my laptop bag from work.
Yeah.
Come home with my cans in my bag. I don't know.
But the thing is, you're in the cycle of shame.
Yeah.
So the more you drink and the more you eat, the more ashamed you feel. So the more you drink and the more you eat.
And I'm 30 stone now, and I'm like, I can hardly move.
Yeah. Yeah.
And because of that, and I'm trying to make light of it somehow, but
it's what we do. It's what we do. We make light of, dire situations. Of course we do.
Yeah.
But lying to your mum, or lying to the person you're living with, or lying to, husbands and wives and children and stuff, is really common, because you have a disease that makes you lie. It's a disease that's making you lie, and it's a disease that's making you lie to your friends and poison yourself. It doesn't mean you're not responsible for your actions, but your bad decisions are being fueled by a disease. It's not a weakness or a laziness or a whatever. It's a disease. It's like having cancer or having I don't know, leukemia or something. It's not your fault, but you've got it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Have you? Now I don't know a lot about these people, but have you ever been to Overeaters Anonymous?
Never, no.
Because I don't know a lot about them, but I do know a couple of friends of mine. One friend in particular, actually, who went to Overeaters Anonymous, and it's the same as for it's like AA, but it's for people that eat that can't control their eating, that eat for the same reasons that people drink. I'm trying to find a meeting in Solihull, but the website I'm struggling with a little bit while I'm talking. Well, anyway, listen. you know all this stuff. You know, I can't do it for you. What do you think you're going to do? What do you think you're going to do when I terminate this phone call in about a minute's time?
I really don't know, Ian. Honestly, I mean, the last time I was like willing to help myself was when I was in hospital with pneumonia last year.
Yeah.
But
I swear, God, if you get rid of this pneumonia, I'm never going to drink again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that, wasn't it?
That lasted well.
Yeah.
Ian, I honestly don't. You've helped me, but I honestly don't know what to say.
Well, I'm going to give you two suggestions. You do with them as you see fit, or nothing at all. My suggestions are that you you send a text to your mate and book a phone, the one that's in AA, and book a phone call. Did you collect any numbers when you were in there?
A few, yeah. And I've got a few from rehab as well.
Right. My suggestion is you text 3 numbers, one of which should be your friend who's in AA. 2 should be any other randoms that when you go through your phone and it says AA, just pick 2 at random and send them a text saying, any chance of having a meeting, any chance of a phone call sometime tomorrow after 9 a.m.
Okay.
And that's the only suggestion I'm going to make, in fact, that you text 3 people.
Okay. I'll do that. And I'm sorry to bother you with
You're not bothering me at all. It breaks my heart to hear someone suffering from something that they don't have to suffer from.
It's not a lot of people. As I say, I've not got many friends, and you know, there's not many people I can relate to. But
I'm sorry if I didn't reply to your emails. I get a lot of emails, and sometimes I look at them and go, "Oh, that deserves a long reply. I'll do that tomorrow," and then I never do it, and that's a flaw in my character. But you can call any time you want. But there's only so much I can do, John.
I know.
I really suggest you, as the Americans say, reach out to 3 people. And if you send a text now, if you send a text now, you can go and get pissed. You can go and eat. You can do what you want. Don't matter, because you're going to talk. You might talk to them tomorrow.
Okay, mate. Thank you very much.
I'm not even going to wish you good luck, because it's not about luck. There is an alternative, John.
Hopefully I can ring you back in a few months and give you like some sort of success story.
Well, you'd be very welcome to give me a success story or a failure story. You call whenever you want.
Okay, thank you, Ian.
Good luck.
See you later.
I said it. I wasn't going to say good luck, and I said it, but it's a knee-jerk reaction. Right. We'll do a call straight to her after this.
Unmissable late night radio with the original king of unconventional conversation.
Make contact with Iain Lee.
Late night Iain Lee on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
Haunted bridges? Is that what he said?
I think he did.
Haunted bridges?
Does he mean the ones with like the long sheds on?
What?
That they have in America, like in Beetlejuice.
I don't. Well, I don't think. An area has to have a roof to contain a ghost.
I thought it did.
Well, I'm confused by that.
I know they like staircases.
Yeah, they do like staircases. Yeah. Castles.
Yeah. Bedrooms.
Forests. And teenage girls.
Yeah.
They do like to enter a teenage girl. They do. That's how the best poltergeist activity happens, guys. Spooky.
But Bridges, that's a new one on me.
Bridges is a new one.
American Ghost
I
Tape.
do like... What am I doing Sunday night? Oh, I'm doing the show in St Albans. But I should be able to listen on the way home. That'll be pleasant. Don't forget, there's 27 tickets left now for the performance ring on February the 3rd. Ticketsource.co.uk/Iain-Lee.
I don't know about you, but I always find it difficult to, buy a present for the listener who has everything for Christmas. And maybe that could be your present.
Could be. You could buy a ticket for a loser.
Yeah.
Start a campaign. Buy a ticket for a loser. There we go. That'll do.
Because you love him. You like them.
We'll take calls straight to air for the last 25 minutes or thence-abouts of the show. 0344 499 1000. Calls a few pence. If they're in your package, it's free. We don't call you back for this bit. Let's go to line 1. 1, you're on the wireless.
Yeah.
No. Let's go to line 2, you're on the wireless.
Hip, hip, hip. Hip, 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 Ian. Ian, it's Alan. I can start talking again now.
I guess the sponsored silence is over.
Yeah, and it was a huge success.
What was the first word that you said?
Evening, everybody.
To whom?
The whole pub.
Well, and what reaction did you get from your friends in the pub?
Cheers and applause.
Oh, well done. Well deserved. And you
I got a total waste.
You got a total what?
I got a total how much was raised.
Oh, yeah, how much did you raise?
£372.11p.
Blimey.
That's donations, sponsorship, and people giving online.
And that money will go to the painting
Help children
of
in the UK.
the painting of the windowsill of one of the windows in Buckingham Palace.
No, help children in the UK.
That's
Ian.
well, though. You probably missed the big announcement from the BBC.
What happened?
The money is going towards, well, not all of it, but a significant portion of the money from Children in Need is actually going to Queen in Need. It's going to help the refurbishments at Buck Palace.
So where's she going to move to while all this is going on?
Well, she'll just have to stay in the back room.
Or a caravan like Grand Designs.
I thought she was going to, like, Windsor Castle or Balmoral.
No. She'll probably stay in the back room, or as Kath says, in a camper van.
I'm not sure if we can get camper vans down the Mall.
Yeah, you can. You're just not allowed to take commercial vehicles down the Mall.
So I could take a taxi down there.
I think you can take taxis, but you can't take like plumbers' vans and things like that. I think is the.
How does she get her plumbing done then?
Well, the tunnels.
Ah.
The famous royal tunnels. That's it. It's true. You're not allowed to take commercial vehicles down the Mall. That is actually true. And you're now thinking you've not seen one, and if you have, they'll get a fine.
I haven't been to the Mall very much, and I didn't notice that. I was looking for soldiers.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you're more than welcome to. What have I jotted down? These are the notes. These are the stories I've jotted down. So I just read the lines out. Royal Variety, Black Friday. You let me know if you hear one you like the sound of, right? Royal Variety.
Royal Variety.
You like that one?
Yeah.
All right, that's the start.
I used to like watching that when I was a kid.
Well.
I don't think I've seen it since.
Well, someone doesn't like it, and you know who that person is? Prince Charles.
Oh.
Why must the ruddy show go on? Charlie, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Very good.
Charlie's no fan of Variety. Prince Charles admits he doesn't like the Royal Variety performance. Oh, this is brilliant. I'm really going to get to showcase all my voices.
Is it because they don't do impressions of him anymore like they used to in the 80s all the time?
Here we go. I'm really going to showcase my vocal talents here. He lets slip to comedian Michael McIntyre he struggles to enjoy the show, which is put on especially for the royal family. Michael, who has hosted the bash for 4 years, told Radio 1 he once asked the Prince of Wales his thoughts on the glitzy do. He revealed, the chocolate on the pillow! I said to Prince Charles, do you like the Royal Variety? And he just went, no. Now, who says this? No, sorry. I'm Prince Charles. No, sorry. I probably shouldn't have said that. He quickly added. Michael joked, what about the chocolate on the pillow in the hotel for? Who does that? It's true, though, isn't it? Why did they put... Oh, it's true, though. Why did they put a bloody chocolate on my ear? What's all that about? Michael joked it was clear the royals discussed whose turn it was going to be to attend the annual bash. He said, it obviously comes up. Anyway, anyway, like, God, who's going to do it this year? Bloody chocolate in my ear! Charles left with Robbie Williams. There's a picture.
I'm glad they pointed out which one was which.
And Ollie Murs last attended the show, watched by 152 million people across the globe. I've never seen it. Last year, Prince Harry partied the night away at the Bash. Buckingham Palace said it had not been confirmed which royal would attend at the... Well, where do they have it?
I thought it was the Palladium.
Yeah.
Is it not anymore?
It's the Hammersmith Odeon.
Oh.
Flipping it. I mean, that's a tatty... I like the Hammersmith. I've seen some great gigs there, but it's a tatty old venue.
When I used to watch it when I was a kid, I used to wonder if they had, like, a fridge in the royal box.
Oh. I've not been in the royal box, but I remember once I forced entry into Duncan Bannatyne's box.
Did you?
Yeah.
And did he have a fridge in there?
No. But it was the night I introduced the Who live on stage, and then I saw Bannatyne up in a posh box, and I know Duncan a bit.
It's the Royal Albert, right?
Yeah, he invited me to go and stay at his villa in Paris, in France, not Paris, in south of France. I didn't take him up on it, but I know Duncan, so I burst through. I forced entry into Duncan's box, all right, Duncan, I'm gonna get this bastard out of my box.
Oh.
He said, get him out of my box now.
Where's he from?
I want him out. He said. He was in. He wanted me out. Get him out.
What?
Get him out.
What are you saying? I can see your mouth moving, but the noise.
Get him out.
It's extraordinary.
Get him out.
Get him what?
Get him out.
Gosh.
All the voices tonight. Get him out.
Strange voices and the pointing. I've been in the Royal Box at Drury Lane.
Oh, yeah.
The view is rubbish.
You're saying the Queen's got a rubbish box?
She's got a rubbish box. They can't see nothing. You can see all the workings, right?
Yeah.
So I saw Miss Saigon, which is pony anyway.
Yeah. It's too high. It's too steep, the boxes, aren't they? Too steep.
I would have had to hang out to be able to see anything. And that's not the way when you're being royal in a box.
Thing is, she's playing Game Boy when she's up there, isn't she?
She's just waiting for it to be over.
Yeah.
She's putting a few bets on.
0344 499 1000. Talk Radio's. Call straight to air after this.
Late night Iain Lee. Unfiltered night talk with the original king of unconventional conversation on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Line 4, you're on the wireless.
Oh dear, I must get it right.
Congratulations. You've earned a treat. Go on, have a penguin.
Wow. Line 4, you're on the wireless.
Hello there, Ian. How are you doing?
I'm all right, thank you. Line 4, what you got for us?
I've got school for you. I'm calling about school. I've got a little boy, about the same age as your boys, I think. Yeah. School. What is the point of school? I mean, you get your kids to school, don't you, every morning? So do I. What's the point? What is the point of them going to school?
Well, to learn, isn't it?
Well, couldn't you teach them all that stuff at home?
Not all of it.
Maths, spelling. Oh, maths, spelling. You can do all that kind of stuff at home, can't you?
Well, can you? Are you qualified?
I can spell. I can count.
Okay.
It's not that difficult.
What about the skills of social interaction and hierarchy?
Invite some mates round. Easy done.
Fine, in that case, yeah, you're right, you've sorted it out. Yeah, in that case, it means you have to hang out with your kid all day long.
He's a good lad. I like him. We have a good
Beautiful.
time.
I hope it works out well for you.
Okay, thanks, Ian.
I'm glad we sorted that out. Well, that was an easy one to sort out.
I feel such a fool.
Yeah, line 5.
Oh, hi, I'm Duncan Bannatyne, and I can confirm Iain Lee did not come in my box.
Thank you very much indeed, Duncan. I appreciate that. OK, other stories I've spotted. Black Friday. Penis.
Yes.
OK, you want penis. Say it.
I want penis.
OK. What? No, it's in the Star.
Of course it is.
Page 21 of the Star.
Is it a robo-sex penis?
I don't know, it might be...
Because they're obsessed with the sex robots in the Star.
Here we go. This is actually quite unpleasant.
I can take it.
Nobby Savage.
Oh, dear.
This is unpleasant, right? But it's got a funny bit... It sounds funny, but it's not funny, so don't laugh. Football loudmouth, Robbie Savage, launched a furious tirade against someone who put a foul-mouthed message on his wife's car. I have had to stop myself recently leaving foul-mouthed messages on people's cars. I want to say, what I want to say is, every time is, why have you parked like a twit?
Mm.
And I used to do that. I don't do that now. But the other day I was looking for a pen in my car and I went, whoa, it's crazy. A note left on the windscreen on the motor outside her gym said, "What's it like being an absolute penis, Mrs. Savage?"
Why have you called her that?
Respect. Manners. Something you wouldn't know anything about. But the former Leicester City and Derby County player was so angry he tweeted the picture, which included a crude drawing of a man's genitalia.
Can I just check that?
I can't quite see... you can't really see the drawing. I'm assuming it's a crying cactus.
Yeah.
He wrote, "Left on my wife's car at gym this morning.
Why would
Just
you-
tell us to our face at the gym."
Why would you tweet that?
That is... well, I would tweet that.
That's
That is-
opening a whole can of worms.
No, that is a
Comedy
nasty
penises.
thing to do. The 42-year-old is married to Sarah and the couple have 2 sons.
Did she part like an idiot?
Pointless presenter Richard Osman, 45, said, "Imagine going through life being sad enough to write that, though. Poor guy." Oh, here we go. Here we go. Savage revealed they uncovered the culprit after trawling through the fitness club's CCTV footage.
Wow. Why would you bother?
Well, if you've got money, you can do whatever you want. I mean, it's not a nice thing to do.
No, but I mean, why do you care? They don't know you.
In the great scheme of things, it's not the worst thing that can happen. But it's unpleasant. It's an unpleasant thing to find. I mean, he doesn't... when it's a personal attack, it's not an attack on her parking or... it's just because of who she's married to.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't recognise either of them, but I certainly wouldn't wish... He's got amazing hair. Both of them got amazing...
Yeah, he's lustrous.
Long, Timothée-style blonde locks.
Yeah.
I think...
I would just think jealousy.
No, I think respect to him for sticking up for his missus.
Well, fair enough. But
No, it's respect for sticking up for his missus and steaming in there.
I would find it hilarious to find such a note.
Records, Leonard Cohen, Cryogenics, Tornado, Roald Dahl.
Yeah.
None of these stories are any good.
Well, I thought...
let me do this one. 9/11 meal. This is a good one.
Really?
This is a cracking story. It's bloody snowflakes. Political correctness gone mad. You can't name a meal after 9/11
They
anymore.
haven't, have they?
Well, no. No, they haven't. Well, 9/11 meal deal row. A takeaway has been slammed for supposedly referencing the 9/11 terror attacks in a meal deal. I think this is stretching it a bit.
Heavy on the word supposedly.
It's not like... Remember those 2 girls that dressed up as the Twin Towers for a Halloween party? It's not like that. Okay? Its Twin Tower offer has 2 burgers, each with 4 patties, plus chips and drinks, and a model of an aircraft.
No.
No. It's two burgers with 4 patties. I don't like the word patty. It's very SpongeBob, those patties. I mean, that's the burger.
The burger, yeah.
Yeah, so it's the
The meats.
So it's 2 burgers with 4 burgers in each. That's what it is. It's not a patty. It's burgers. And what goes on the outside of a burger?
Bread.
No. Baps. It is, though. It's Baps. Baps.
I call it a bun.
No, well, exactly. It's a burger bap.
Bun.
It's a burger bap. I'll give you chip butty.
All right.
I'd like a murder of chip
I
butty
could
now.
as well. I'm starving.
I'm not. I've got to lose weight. I told you after a week, right, of not eating chocolate at all, and I've got no latte, so I'm not drinking milk or anything. I'm cut right back on milk. I have an Americano with a dash of milk. And I've thought, for this whole week, I've eaten really well. I've really cut back quite a bit. Been hungry all week. And then I weighed myself 2 nights ago, and I was 16.4 again.
Yeah, no, but you're drinking loads of water, and then you're weighing yourself before you go to bed.
No, but the weighing myself before I go to bed is irrelevant, because if I'm weighing myself at the same time and I'm a heavy weight, that doesn't matter what time. And I weigh myself the next morning, I'm 16.1. So the weighing yourself at night time, yes, I know you're heavier than you are in the morning, but...
Just the fact you've drunk so much water.
No,
Just
but
before.
water... No, it's not, though.
Water
but no,
weighs.
but Kath, it's not. It's not. And saying don't weigh yourself before you go to bed is a nonsense, because if I weigh myself consistently at the same time and that weight is getting heavier, then the overall mean weight is getting heavier, is what I'm saying. And I weighed myself in the morning, I was 16.1. Heaviest I've ever been, man. Absolute...
Keep eating well, it'll shift.
It won't, though. It will not shift. And someone sent me a video of me about 6 years ago. God, I was slim. I'm a big, fat git now. It's horrible. I hate it. So it's 2 burgers, each with 4 patties, plus chips and drinks. A local said, it's so inappropriate. The manager of South Kebab in Deptford, South London, said no one had complained in 2 years. He said, we've never had any problems. It's just an offer for 2 burgers.
Yeah.
Twin Towers is... Because they
call them a Tower Burger.
Yeah. And also, the Lord of the Rings, the second book in that, or the third book in that, is called The Twin Towers. And they had to change it when it came out as a film, because I think they released the film in 2001.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Whenever a newspaper story says, a local said, I don't believe it.
I don't believe it.
Name names.
Yeah, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. What's this? I've written down here, sex writing. What does that mean? Let's have a little looky. Let's have a little looky here at the sex writing. Oh, here we go. This is what I meant the whole show to be about. Not people saying yeah. Very Blue Peter. Ex-presenter Janet Ellis on award shortlist for the worst sex scene in fiction. She cut her creative teeth in children's TV, delighting young viewers with her wholesome smile and innocent antics. She was having it away when she wasn't married.
Do you remember when that was a massive
Yes.
scandal?
Given that background, former Blue Peter presenter Janet Ellis was always going to find it tough in the more adult world of literature, and so it's proved. For Miss Ellis has found herself shortlisted for a prize that few writers want, the Bad Sex in Fiction Award. The nomination comes from the actress's attempt to describe a raunchy scene in her debut novel, The Butcher's Hook. Given by the Literary Review, the award aims to draw attention to poorly written, perfunctory or redundant passages of sexual description in modern fiction. Janet Ellis, 61.
Blimey.
God blimey. I like Janet Ellis, I think she's good. Who presented the children's show, put a brave face on her nomination, saying that she considered it something of a compliment to join the prestigious list of nominees. The Butcher's Hook is one of 6 so far shortlisted for the award, won last year by the singer Morrissey, and his passage describing a bulbous salutation. That's brilliant.
I love Morrissey.
The other 5
So what was her crime? Have you got an extract?
Yeah, let's have it. A scene from Janet Ellis's novel. Anne, he says, stopping and looking down at me. I am pinned like wet washing with his peg.
What?
Till now, I thought the sweetest sound I could ever hear was cows chewing grass, but this is better. He sways, and we listen to the soft suck at the exact place we meet.
God.
Then I move and put all thoughts of livestock out of his head. Miss Ellis said she'd reread her sex scene and would stand by it, adding, I think sex is notoriously difficult to write about, because most people who are reading the book will have some experience of it. Obviously, you're trying to find a very new way to describe something old, but I actually think I've achieved it. If somebody has actually bothered to read through all those sex scenes and mine is one of the ones that has, stood out, I'm fine with that. That's not a bad impression. She's good, Janet Ellis.
I always liked her.
What does she do now? She says she's an actress. I'm just wondering if I've seen her in anything recently. I tell you who I'd like to see hosting a show, Janet Ellis and Sarah Green.
Yeah.
Get them back on the box.
I used to
both
think
of them.
Sarah Green was so glamorous.
I thought she was so hot.
Well, there you go. Her and Karen Keating.
Get them. Karen Keating.
She was
That was a
beautiful,
shame,
wasn't
wasn't
she?
it? Wasn't that sad? So
Yeah.
very, very young. Get Ellis. Get Green. Get them on the TV.
Philbin. I miss Philbin.
I interviewed Maggie Philbin once, and she was very, very naughty. Very naughty lady. Really. What did I interview her for? I remember her being very naughty. She had a wicked laugh about her. Yeah, all right, well, okay, well, that's, all these ideas are being jotted down as potentials for the New Year's Eve show. What programme would you like to see Ellis, Green and Philbin present? I would totally be up for watching that. I'd love to watch that. Proper good show that would be. Wholesome. Be wholesome, but with a little twinkle in the eye, and you never know where it's going to go.
They could set up a rival to Loose Women.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Tight Ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That'd be good.
You want to pitch that?
I can't be bothered. I'm never going to pitch another TV show as long as I live. It's a tedious, soul-destroying event. Well, thanks for that, guys. We've reached... Let's just got time just for this. Yes, line 1.
Meet the world's top disc stars every week in the world's top-selling music paper. Meet them all in New Musical Express.
Thank you very much. And now the phone's going nuts. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Oh, yes, I represent the estate of J.R.R.R.R. Tolkien.
Yes.
And I just wanted to let you know that it was the 2 towers, not the Twin Towers.
Could you stick that up your bum, please? Thank you very much. And the last call of the evening, you got 10 seconds.
Was it a good show tonight? Yeah, 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 yeah.
Talk Radio. Intelligent, organic entertainment.
Talk Radio.
We'll get you talking.